side we have a few 8mm, a Phillips head, and a 10mm to take off these plastics that are holding everything on. Let's do this. Oh, totally forgot to say. It's always good to have a designated place to put everything. And I have one place right here that I made. I'm going to bring this right over with me. Boom. Got a whole bin, nice and empty. Don't want to get anything mixed up. So everything that goes in here pretty much should go back on the bike. Anything that we have left, we figure out where it goes. Right. Let's grab that Phillips head. Whoop. Alright, just one 12mm on this side. I mean 10mm, my bad. Set this right down over. Alright. Now the other side. Pretty much. Might as well start with 10. Have it on the gun. Put it on the floor. Right here for now. I will put it back in the bin in a minute. Glad it didn't just fall off. Alright, let's take all those bolts I was talking about and throw them in the bin. Now, I don't have many organizers. And if I did, I would probably throw a left and right side. But I'm not going to do that because I feel like I might run out. I may not, but just in case, I'm going to throw them all in one. And while I'm putting the bike back together, I'll figure out by matching up the thread size to the thread hole. It's time for the seat. The way you remove the seat, you just lift up and pull back. A wiggle and jiggle. Gas tank is pretty simple. Gotta lift up this rubber piece over this Phillips head. Alright. Now I just removed the 8mm I have here holding the gas tank. Right. Now, taking off this gas tank, I'm probably going to have a little gas leak out. I have enclosed environments. It kind of stinks. I really don't like it. So I'm probably going to take it out, let the gas spill, and then air out just a little bit. Alright. Let's grab a flathead. Hose clamp I have holding on. It's definitely not original. Alright, make sure you have your petcock off. This will come right out if I just lift up in the front, wiggle and jiggle. Do I have everything? Anything else connected? No, I don't. Just want to make sure. kind of hard to do with one hand.
Simple.
All right, now we take off the exhaust. Luckily, I didn't have a gas spill. Maybe it's because I had the fuel gauge, the petcock off first, and no gasoline leaked out because it had already went in the carburetor. That sucked. All right, just had to remove the hose clamps, this top engine mount brackets, the carburetor, the chain, and then we can get to this nut right here. A few bolts on the bottom that hold the engine in place. Basically like the motor mounts of the engine. Right. So chain's gotta go, carburetor's gotta go, hose gotta go, and the exhaust definitely has to go. Alright, we're gonna go to our next step here, and probably gonna need some kind of wrench to hold the back of the nut for the bolt I'm gonna take out. And Alright, I know I don't have anything holding right here. It should hold on this exhaust bracket. It's a pretty ugly color, right? I painted this when I was younger, so that's why it's so ugly. It's not too ugly. Some people may like it. Alright. 10 millimeter. Take off my nut right here. Now there's a nut spinning on the back side. So let's see. Set this right on the chair. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, consider subscribing by hitting the link down below. I really just held that one. If you want to screw a couple things back in, you can. It's a little bit faster and easier to put back together because you know exactly where it goes. And I highly recommend, if you're going to screw something back in, you do have to screw it in a little bit more because the vibrations of just the world is going to make the fasteners come out. I don't know why. I don't know how. You probably will know what I mean in a period of time. A mechanic probably knows what I'm talking about if they've experienced bolts go missing after they've screwed them in. The trick is to just screw them in a little bit more because everything vibrates. Alright, I need to grab a pick. The pick is to take off springs that hold on this exhaust right here. I will show you right around here. This is pretty simple. When I was a little kid, maybe when I was like 14, 15 years old, this was hard for me, but I didn't have a pick. Nowadays, you can just run to Harbor Freight and probably pick a whole set up for like $1 or $2. No matter what age you are or where you are. Maybe not so like 12 years ago or so. But this is pretty simple. All you gotta do is hook one end, and maybe it's a good idea to leave the exhaust bracket on first, because while you pull this down, the exhaust may come down too. Alright, pull down, up, and out. Alright, now I'm just gonna say like this. I'm going to go up and twist, because it's in a little hole, and then it'll come right out. Boom. Alright, just throw these springs right in this box. You can really throw these wherever you want. There's only two. Grab a pick. Down. Alright, nice. Just grab it, little twist. Don't even look at it, you just feel it come right out into the bin. Alright, boom. The exhaust will come out. This is really easy to take out. Right. Make sure you have your rubber on. Everything you need. Okay. Alright. In case for some of you, just in case, a ring came off here and might have fell on the floor. It's just your exhaust bracket. I mean, a gasket. You'll definitely want to make sure this thing's on. I don't even know if there's one there. I will totally make sure when I put the bike back together. Alright. Now I really need to take off this brake pedal here. Might take off this kickstart while I'm right here. Take off these coolant hoses after I drain the coolant. It is a 10 millimeter. I'm going to use an impact on the snap-on. I am letting you know, on an impact, you can have a lot of issues. You could totally break nuts right off the bike. I've done this on cars many times. But I also have the experience to where if it does break, I'll probably fix it. And I'll put the original thing back if I can. Alright, but in this case, I know this is definitely going to come off with an impact. And sometimes it's even better because that torque helps loosen it instead of just giving it attention to where you can't fully keep it straight or not. You might go off the angle and strip the nuts. So sometimes it is better to use the torque on nuts. Alright, so let's do this. It's going to be kind of messy because I got one hand. Coolant coming out of here. That. Before you pull this out, definitely loosen up this cap or pull it off because the air is going to have to travel in some direction to allow the liquid to drop down. Alright, I don't want to get this all messy. Give me a second.